in its mouth. Matteo Barini of Florence University believes the brick was placed in her mouth to keep her from feeding after death. Barini says when Europe was in the grips of the Black Death, it was widely believed that the disease was spread by female vampires.
God, I hope the zombies attack today.
Aborted little babies. Islamic terrorists. Homosexuals getting married.
Two mind-bending specials.
Zombies so hot this year. It's like the year of vampires and zombies. It's amazing. I know. I don't know. During recessions, I think that zombies do come out.
Population reduction.
They are simulating killing, in some cases, unarmed American citizens. And when the public videotapes it and gets upset, they say, oh, it's a zombie drill. It's a joke. That's why we've got 1,000 Marines, landing in San Diego a few months ago to practice killing zombies. Oh, that's why there's black helicopters that lease a building in the middle of town and then blow it up and catch it on fire. And
Dan, are you sure we shouldn't go with them? The seawall could break any minute.
Well, the last time we'll be fine. We have weeks of supplies, and the house is completely watertight.
How do you know that?
Remember when everyone was worried about anthrax and dirty bombs a few years ago, even though they should be far, far more worried about it now? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Sci-fi survival guide. Zombies, zombies, zombies. Relentless, unstoppable, and hungry. In this episode, we'll show you how to avoid becoming an entree at the all-you-can-eat human buffet. As most people know, the vast majority of zombifications are caused by zombie bites. When a victim falls prey to a zombie bite, the zombie's saliva travels through the bloodstream to the cerebral cortex. Once the saliva reaches the brain, a powerful chemical called zombie cotton shuts the brain down, killing the victim. After a few moments, the brain is reawakened and the victim is free to join in the eternal ravenous pursuit of human flesh. Fortunately, zombies are rather stupid. Unfortunately, they are also relentless. Let's join Brick in the field to see some tips for surviving a zombie attack. Tip number 1, never walk in a straight line. Zombies move straight forward one step at a time until they reach their prey. Take that, zombie. If you run in an abstract pattern, they may determine you're too much trouble and find someone else to bother. Well done, Brick. Tip number 2, wear a tinfoil hat. Zombies have a sixth sense that allows them to track human brain waves like footprints. A tinfoil hat prevents brain waves from exiting the head, rendering you invisible to zombies, provided, of course, they are not actually looking right at you. Tip number 3, escalators. Running the wrong way up an escalator or moving sidewalk is certain to confuse the slow-witted zombies, giving you a safe passage to higher ground. Imagine this scenario. Your friends and family are gone. The world governments have collapsed and their militaries are in tatters. The human race is on the verge of extinction. The only thing between you and the living dead is your sheer sense of self-preservation. Where do you go? Oh my. Take to the seats. You can't wait them out because
morning. I'm Tom Tucker. Our top story, the president has been shot. Tragedy strikes the nation. The president has been shot. What's the president doing in this casket? We'll tell you right after this.
At British Gas, where revolution...
Ready for the apocalypse?
And that's all it is. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. They got it for Christians. So you're just like, why don't you not care? It's the end of the world anyways. Then you sit out of the game of life. It's a cop-out. It's a joke. It's a game.
In London this morning, there were reports of men in historic dress firing upon police. Some religious groups are claiming events overnight are a vindication of their teachings.
Do you think it is terrorists?
Terrorists bomb things. This is different.
People didn't believe us. Now they should. Judgment Day is finally here. This is the end of days.
We lacked a sophisticated understanding of your world. As a result, the illusions we created from your thoughts were ultimately flawed.
The dead people were dead giveaway.
Well, Obama scared all the whack jobs into buying lots of guns because we're going to need guns. Lots of guns. The zombies are coming. Don't leave it until the last minute. If a neighbor looks at you funny, shoot them. Shoot them in the head. Gotta take their brains out. Now some people are going to say I'm overreacting, that this guy just had a mental illness. You know what you should say to someone who says that to you? That's zombie talk.
One of the two.
Yet you think they're the ones who will bring it down upon us.
Exactly. Except for the extraterrestrials that I've been contacted with says, wake up, guys, you're in a huge play. You know, it's like William Shakespeare said, the whole world's the stage and we're just the players on this thing, which is actually correct.
Maybe watching your bride coming down the aisle.
Our planet has seen many problems. Pollution, overpopulation, global warming. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, zombies.
I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
Yeah.
A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time.
And do you know what it does?
It sterilizes people. 90 to 95% of the people who receive the Russian flu vaccine.
Primary source of concern in intellectual circles about population.
So much death. Hard to believe this will become known as the time of awakening.
You brought logic to Vulcan. In an age we call the time of awakening.
People across Britain are about to wake up to a whole new breakfast experience.
Isn't it awful when your journey grinds unexpectedly to a halt?
So, how did the universe begin? Then the meaning of existence, so every religion is wrong.
No cameras were allowed inside today, but this is what the tourists saw. Lenin's body chemically preserved since the day he died in 1924.
It was a bit scary when I saw Lenin, but then I calmed down. He is dead after all. He is not going to attack us like a ghost.
Of the patients have died. Most of the infections have occurred in Saudi Arabia and in a number of nearby countries, but the virus has since moved further afield into Europe. It causes a high fever, breathing difficulties, and can eventually lead to organ failure. Experts are now racing to find the source of the virus and to learn more about how it spreads. In its current form, it's not contagious enough to start a pandemic, but with its high fatality rate, it's a threat that health officials are taking seriously.
He says that it can cause an earthquake.
How is this possible?
I don't know. It was invented by Unidaki Industries. Malcolm used
My company's applied sciences.
Some of the other main stories now. The World Health Organization says it's likely a deadly new strain of coronavirus can be passed between people who come into close contact. This virus is very similar to SARS. Like SARS, it can cause acute breathing problems. 2 more people in Saudi Arabia have died after contracting the coronavirus.
That life is a dream that's already come true.